My name is Miron Gribitz.
My name is Ashish Ahuja.
My name is Contessa Hanig.
Himabindu Magaluri.
Ais Mesalangedes.
Joseph Wang.
Blaze Sanders.
Karen Kwan.
Andrew Kmichik.
And I've spent the last 10 years in New York.
I'm from New York.
I'm from New York originally.
Cortland, New York.
From South Africa.
Greece.
Toronto, Canada.
Helena, Montana. From Sydney, Australia.
Toronto.
Where am I from? Next question.
I'm basically from South India.
Before I started working at Meta, I was working on my PhD in computer vision.
I worked on a bionic eye for the blind for a decade.
A few years of work at NASA working on robotic missions to the moon.
I was professor of physics at UC Davis.
I was a PhD student from Steve Mann's lab.
I was working in the Steve Mann lab.
I was working in Australia as the VP of Engineering for BigCommerce.
I work as computer vision software engineer at Meta. What I work on is tracking human hands. Like for example, you can grab a hologram and move it around.
I am a computer engineer.
Hardware engineer.
A senior software engineer.
Electromechanical engineer.
Hardware engineer.
Software engineer.
I am Vice President of Logistics at Meta.
So I'm the VP of Engineering.
My co-workers would say what I actually do every day at Meta is doing the magic behind the hands.
So my day-to-day is usually a lot of prototyping and design of electronics and circuits.
It's basically getting distracted and messing around with everybody's business and just making sure all the details are perfect.
I help to keep the energy up in the company, and I'm developing very innovative hardware solutions.
My coworkers would say that every day I spend all of my time in spreadsheets.
No idea what they're saying about me. Probably bad things, lots of bad things.
My coworkers would say that I sit in a lot of meetings all day.
The most exciting part about Meta for me is that for the first time in history, we've created a computer that allows you to make eye contact with another person while simultaneously looking at digital information.
It's really exciting to work with all sorts of new technologies and just be around this environment of so many intelligent people.
It's the opportunity to achieve my long-term goal of building every subsystem of an Iron Man suit.
I have the enthusiasm that I'm building something new.
All of the magic that we're creating.
The breadth and depth of the technology that we're putting together in a way that nobody's ever put it together before.
Just something completely new. Something completely new, and we all think is the next modality, the way we interact with information.
I would like someone to develop an application in which you can view the stars.
I would love to see someone develop a spaceship application that lets you control satellites from space.
Things that will help people be in this world.
There are many things. I've got a long list of ideas.
I would be excited to see apps which are medical related.
I'd really like to see people develop a lot more apps for healthcare and medicine.
Would allow you to manipulate all of your media around you.
That help people with disabilities and help people learn better and do things that they weren't able to do before.
We're putting a lot of the software together, the hardware is there, but we need people to make the app store for us, so all of the actual utility.
So when I'm talking to people who don't know about virtual or augmented reality, I like to take a step back and kind of explain that we're not actually doing either. We're building a natural machine, a computer that works with your body and your mind.
The Meta One Developer Kit is sort of a way to view the world in a new way.
In augmented reality, we are attempting to blend in, augment the real world, not cut the person off.
Breaking the boundaries between the digital and the real world. So when those two worlds blend together seamlessly.
Basically describing Iron Man and pointing out that you can actually manipulate holograms with your hands and stick them to surfaces.
So it's like something's there, you can add detail, add information to the real world.
When you put on these glasses, your entire world becomes transformed and all this digital content around you becomes part of what you see.
The first time I saw a Meta demo, I was blown away.
We were able to see 3D objects and feel their depth as if they were real.
You know, for movies and whatever, you get a sense of what it should be like, and it was really like that.
Just speechless.
And it was just amazing that I could actually grab onto something. It was in 3D. There was a tingling feeling in my hands when I grabbed onto the hologram.
The lightsaber demo, which was really cool because you got to be Luke Skywalker as he was training.
The sculpting demo, where you can sculpt a vase out in front of you and then send it to a 3D printer.
The first time I saw Meta, I just said, oh fuck, that was cool.
When I first saw the Meta website, I was literally thinking, is this a science fiction kind of thing?
Wow, this is amazing. I never thought I'd be able to, put on a pair of glasses and be able to see all this cool content and also be able to see the world around me.
It just was so easy to use that, you know, when you use something and it works seamlessly, you don't realize how much work goes into making it.
One of the more unusual features about the workplace here at Meta is that we're a 60-person company operating out of basically a giant, I guess you could say it's a mansion.
We live on top of a hill, which is overlooking the entire Bay Area.
From behind me, you could see you're floating above the rest of Silicon Valley.
Ability to go play late night tennis.
Probably the trampoline, but somehow it disappeared.
What we call the cathedral.
The cathedral.
The cathedral, and it's just this giant, massive, high-roofed room.
It's kind of hard to choose just one, but right now I'm sitting on a tank about 50 yards outside of our headquarters right now.
The last couple of months working on the Meta One Developer Kit were challenging, and at the same time it was exciting.
The last few months working at Meta have been really intense, but really rewarding.
Absolutely a frenzy.
Surprising and amazing.
I would probably say mostly stressful.
I was in many different countries.
It's been very hectic. I think it's been hectic for the entire team.
A lot of sleepless nights.
Very enlightening.
Incredibly exciting.
We finally get to see our product being shipped out the door.
The biggest challenge I felt when I was working on the Meta One Developer Kit was the time pressure.
The amount of time.
I think it's just basically timeline.
This thing was unprecedented. It was just concepts in our head, what I would never seen being materialized before.
There's over 85 unique mechanical components and kind of coordinating with our different vendors and getting all of those components to arrive here in California.
Finding the right talent.
You have to wear so many different hats at the same time.
I would like to say to all the Kickstarter backers, thank you for believing in us.
Thank you for supporting us on this incredibly long journey.
I would like to thank all of our Kickstarter backers for supporting us from the get-go.
You completely got us off the ground. You got us our first investments. And we owe everything to you.
Thank you very much.
If it wasn't for you guys, this wouldn't be possible. So thank you very much.
I hope you really love your Meta One. We put a lot of time and a lot of our love into it, and we're really excited to see what you guys can make with it.
Your world just opened up.
And we hope that you have as much fun using it as we've had building it. Welcome to a new era of computing, and we hope you enjoy.
You've purchased these glasses, you've been patient, and now we hope you'll follow through with that patience with giving us a lot of feedback and helping us develop this product. You're part of the team.
I would just like to thank all the Kickstarter supporters, especially the ones that supported us early on.
So just the whole unboxing experience for me was very exciting, and I hope it's just as exciting for you guys.
This is just the first step.
Just dive right in. There's no way to describe the experience.
We're looking forward to seeing all the great things that you guys are about to develop.
I think we've only scratched the surface on the types of applications that can be built.
Some of the best things take a little bit of time.
But if we would have shipped when we actually said we were going to, the product wouldn't be anything like what it is today.
Thanks for all your patience.
And there is much more to come.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you.